Hello, everybody. Happy Astrological New Year. Happy Natural New Year. We're so happy to be here with you. My name is Meg Moonbeam.
Hi, I'm Sunny from Pluto, aka Sunny DiFrancesco. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. And I'm just going to update the name here because it's saying Meg, but it's actually Meg and Sunny. So thank you guys so much for joining us, whether you're live or in the replay. It is Aries season. It is the spring equinox. It is Ostara. It is the new year. So we're so happy to be here with you all. And we've had a very busy past few weeks, haven't we, Sunny? We've been a bit all over the map, haven't we?
Yes.
Talking in our British accents.
Busy.
Yeah, some of you guys may know that we just were at the Beyond Mystic conference in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and we had such a fun time in person with everybody, and we did a good job. I think we did a pretty good job. Don't you think we did a good job?
Yeah, I survived. As an introvert, I survived.
Yes.
I did a good job.
Oh, we've got Australia in the house, so happy autumn equinox to you guys.
Yeah, I was just joking around with Meg. I'm wearing a skeleton. I said it's spring, but then I said, actually, in the southern hemisphere, it's almost Samhain, so this is for all you guys. I was like, it's Halloween somewhere.
It's Halloween somewhere. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about, hello, Chrissy. Happy New Year. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you guys. We missed you at the conference, Chrissy. Hopefully we see you at the next one. So we're going to talk about the new year. We're going to talk about this astrological year ahead with the astrology, also some tarot. Sunny's going to gift us with some tarot readings and intuitive insights. Mm-hmm. And before we get into that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. You can find Sunny over at her Instagram at Sunny from Pluto, also at the Scorpling Shop Instagram. And speaking of the Scorpling Shop, we've got our new Cosmic Alignment Astro e-calendar for 2025-2026 out now, starting on the natural new year. So that is available now at thescorplingshop.com. You can go to the link in the description box below or go straight to scorplingshop.com. And do you want to talk a little bit, Sunny, about our new calendar?
Yeah, our calendar starts today, so don't wait. Yeah, we made a calendar in alignment with the cosmological year. Mm-hmm. Is that a word? Cosmological?
Astrological year. Yeah.
Cosmic year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did the best that we could to make it still understandable for us as we are trying to step away from the Gregorian calendar. So it kind of still looks like a Gregorian calendar, but it is more in alignment with the actual natural astro-cosmic calendar. Mm-hmm. Starting at Aries season. We have a couple examples here. Example of Aries season. Perfect. Can we click that? Or
no? I've got that here. Yeah.
See, so yeah, Jupiter Day, which is Thursday, very lucky day. So yeah, we also did that too. Instead of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we changed it back to what the days are actually named after, which was each of the planets. And I really like that too for personal spiritual practice or just in general, because you can see what days are actually good to do certain things. So like Jupiter Day would be a good day to manifest or to do like some type of a ritual that involves manifesting abundance or having like a party or like meeting with friends, something like that, or learning something new and philosophical, discovering something. The pyramids, that thing just got discovered today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Some of us truthers kind of already knew about that. It wasn't official business, but for a while we've known that the pyramids are not actually pyramids. They're obelisks that go really far down into the ground. And that's kind of like official news now. And it's Jupiter Day, which is really cool because that's the day of philosophy, discovery, advancements, I guess, in history or religious or spiritual truth. And it's the first day of spring, so it's the initiator, Aries, the innovator, the initiator, the pioneers. So it makes sense.
Yay. Awesome.
If that makes sense. So yeah, and then Venus Day, which is Friday, would be good to, I don't know, have dates. A lot of people have date nights on Friday. Friday's usually a date night, so it's more romantic or more feminine. If you want to step into like your Aphrodite goddess, do some like baths if you're a woman, or if you're a man too, because men can enjoy like feminine energy as well.
Yeah.
And so on. So if that makes sense.
Chrissy says that makes total sense. And Chrissy says, very easy to understand for beginners. There is a lot of information in the calendar.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chrissy. We love you. And here's also an example of one of the Scorpling Productions.
Oh yeah, we're using the wrong
oh my god,
we're
typo.
using we fixed the typo, but I guess you have the wrong one on there still, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If you go on the website, you'll see the proper one.
Yeah, here's
here's
an example of one of the transit pages. And you guys, our new calendar, it's 77 pages of beautiful graphic art designed and intuitively channeled by Sunny, and also long form, in-depth astrological descriptions and my personal forecast for the whole year ahead. So when you get the calendar, it's only $28.88 USD. You're getting our whole astrological predictions forecasting for the whole year ahead until March 2026, and color art healing. So go check that out over at the Scorpling Shop.
Yeah, show on the Scorpling Shop that we changed it. Yeah, click that.
Oh yeah, we changed it.
We fixed it.
Mercury retrograde, you guys. Yeah, so it's fixed on there. Scorpling Productions Inc. Thank you so much, DigiBeam. And everyone for keeping us in check. We really appreciate when you guys let us know if there is a typo or something like that. And also, last little housekeeping thing, Sunny, what are these astrological crystal prescriptions?
So yeah, we have crystal prescriptions on the website based on not just, your sun sign. We had some people coming up to the booth being like, oh, I didn't know that green calcite was for Cancer. And I was like, well, it's not particularly for Cancer, but this year it is your remedy or antidote to really hone in, or I don't know what the word is right now.
Hone in
on the energies or on the opportunities that are coming to you based on the transits affecting Cancer. So they're crystal prescriptions based on the transits of the year that each sign individually is experiencing. So each sign has its own prescription for the year, meaning that next year you'll have a whole new prescription.
Yay.
And we have a sale or a discount with the crystal prescriptions. If you buy 2, you get the third for 10% off. If you wanted to utilize or get the sun, moon, and rising, if you wanted to.
Is that automatic on the website?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So that is all automatic there. So yeah, we've got our new Astro e-calendar, new crystal prescriptions for the astrological year that we are currently in. Go check that out at thescorplingshop.com. And before we talk about this new astrological year, you guys, and celebrate, this whole video, we're celebrating the new year. We also want to pay homage to the Beyond Mystic conference that we just attended. And I'm going to play this video that JC, I believe, made this highlight reel. Going to keep the audio off so Sunny and I can kind of just talk over it and share some of our experiences. As you guys can see some of the pictures and the videos. What did you think about the conference, Sunny? What were your takeaways? How was it for you?
Well, I didn't really get to attend any of the keynotes, but I enjoyed being there and sharing the crystals and meeting people of like mind. I met some pretty cool people who are into crystals, made some new friends, or met people who've been watching me and Meg together online in person, which was nice. And I enjoyed the dinner time, being with you guys at the VIP table, just hanging out with the Beyond Mystic team. Everyone's very down to earth and humble. I mean, I've spent time with JC and Sarah with you in the past, so I already knew what that would be like, and I've always felt very comfortable with them. So I'm just really appreciative that they extended their generosity to me, and I had fun with you. And and we had our booth. We had a Scorpling Shop booth. Yeah.
in person.
I'm just like assuming that everybody knows that. Sorry. Honestly,
Yeah.
okay, I have the kyanite and the fluorite with me right now because it's Mercury retrograde, and I've been noticing the past few days, and even right now, like I can't remember words.
Yeah.
I honestly, I like, and I'm not like the best with words in the first place, but now it's just like, it's like hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
Like I forgot what the word prohibition was yesterday. Like I can't remember words right now. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying to get my mental
faculties in order.
Yeah.
Yeah. All good. All good. So yeah, the whole conference was so cool. We had a Scorpling Shop booth, and that's the first time. Well, it's been really recent that Sunny and I joined forces finally to do the Scorpling Shop, which Sunny has had very successfully, the Scorpling Shop, on her own for the past how many years?
Like 7 years.
Like 7 years, and now we've joined forces to do it together. So we had so much fun.
Yeah. Sorry, which was my intention in the first place, because Meg and I have a band called Scorpling Alliance.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to keep everything on brand. Like our EP is called Songs from Pluto. So I called myself Sunny from Pluto. I just wanted to keep everything like very tight knit. Mm-hmm. And so I always thought that Meg would join me with the Scorpling Shop. So that's why I named it that. And well, you've been using the name Scorpling for a really long time. Yeah. So yeah, so happy that we're making a whole new brand. Like we're rebranding together, which is cool. And yeah, the shop, the booth at the event at the conference was really great. Yeah. It was really fun.
It was, I don't mean to speak for you, Sunny, but it was way more successful for us than I could have even imagined. And I'm really grateful to everyone that purchased from us in person and supported us. And we were busy the whole time.
Yeah.
We were making sales the whole time, talking to people the whole time, hearing really positive comments the whole time. So I'm just so grateful for all the love in all ways that everybody shared with us at the conference. It was so much fun. Joan W says, what's the Scorpling website? thescorplingshop.com. The link is in the comments below. So yeah, we had the booth. And then I did
which we designed really well. Yeah. It was all purple and fancy, and we had a little shag carpet and some lights.
Yep. Loves it. Sorry. That's okay. And then I did a DJ set on the Friday night, which was super fun. That was my first time doing like a major professional DJ set like that. So had so much fun doing that. And yeah, I didn't get to see all the keynotes either because we were working pretty much the whole time, but we both saw Jay. That was amazing.
Cool. That was really synchronistic and affirming or confirming for me in a lot of ways. So that was cool.
Oh, there's a little video of me doing the DJ set. Oh, there's the Scorpling Shop booth.
Me with Grace.
Grace. Shout out to Grace and Luke.
Some Scorpling Shop pics.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, that was awesome. Carla's booth was awesome.
Carla and the Ascension Organites and Scorpling Shop were right across from each other. And it was funny because, the Ascension Organites was like all very like light colored and like Ascension, like, oh. And then you turn around and the Scorpling Shop's like all dark with all the crystals that grow inside the earth. It was like two best of both worlds.
Yeah. So much fun. And, we've got JC, our ringleader, is actually his ringleader. Is that the right word? Ringleader?
I don't
boss?
know. It sounds like we're part of a cult.
Ringleader? I don't know what the right word. Yeah, today's his birthday. So happy birthday, JC. Birthday. We both already messaged him happy birthday. But is ringleader a bad word? I don't think that's
I don't think it's a bad word. It's funny, but if people took it seriously, which a lot of people do because they don't understand playful banter, they'll be like, you're in a cult.
Okay, well, our leader of the pack, I guess you could say, I don't know.
Beyond Mystic Leader.
Beyond Mystic Leader, yeah. He wants to, there's going to be more in-person conferences. So we'll see you guys next time, which the next one, Celestial Emma says, circus comes to mind. Digibeam, for a crime family, it's not. Well, we're not a crime family, not in this lifetime. So lots of fun stuff. Sunny, how are you feeling? It's the new year. It's March 20th. The sun has ingressed into 0 degrees Aries as of 5 p.m. Eastern. So the new year has officially begun. How are we feeling right off the bat? Are we feeling good?
Honestly, I haven't really checked in with myself. And that's something that I've been trying to do. But when there's a lot of things going on, I don't really think about that. And it's important to think about simple things like that. So thank you for reminding me, especially like with Aries season, which is very much about the self. So I did a program recently where every day we started the day asking each other like how we felt on a scale from 1 to 10 and what our energy was.
Right.
And so I kind of continued that after the program was over. And I haven't done that in the past few weeks. So thank you for reminding me. Okay, energy 0 to 10. I think my energy is at an 8.
Ooh.
8 today. Mood 0 to 10 is, I would say it's a 10, which is really high. And yeah.
Wow.
That's really high for me.
Your mood is at a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got to remember not to scream.
Sorry.
I would say, okay, wait, there's your energy and then your mood.
Yeah.
I would say my energy, well, I'm on my moon time right now. I would say my energy, actually, I'm doing pretty good. I would say my energy is like a 7.
That's pretty good for being on your
moon.
bleed. Yeah.
And then I would say my mood is a 10.
Yeah.
My mood's a 10 too.
Okay, cool.
I'm feeling like
me too.
Really inspired.
I'm
feeling really creative. I'm feeling there's lots of energy.
Me too.
A couple things are annoying me right now, not having to do with you or anything. Just
That's
a couple
okay.
of things.
But
it's even a 10. It's even a 10 with that.
Yeah. I mean, there's always annoying things. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about, or what I have been talking about, is that, and I was thinking about you too, because my mom was asking me about like her future and stuff like that. And there's a lot of things changing in the world, and there's a lot of things on hold for not just like you individually, or not just her individually, or not just me individually, like everybody, because there's so many things changing and so many things are up in the air that a lot of the things that we wish could be moving forward is just not, because of just, I don't know, financial, political factors. And so it's kind of frustrating, but yeah, we need to, I guess, channel that Aries energy to learn how to be like initiative in other spaces in our life, and just kind of accept the things that we cannot change and work around what we can change or what we can do, even if there's certain things that aren't moving forward.
Right.
So don't feel bad if there's something that you really want to achieve, or if there's something that you really want to do that will help you feel more secure in your life. It's not your fault. Unfortunately, the world is just really messed up right now. And there's a lot of, well, I mean, it's always been messed up, but it's all coming, it's like boiling to the surface, or coming to the surface, being exposed. So a lot of things are breaking down. The infrastructure is completely changing. I got the tower too, when we were talking about like finances today. Yeah. So it's not you, it's not your fault. And don't let that like affect your personal mood, because it's not you. And we can, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm a loser, I'm a this, I'm a that. And it's like, yeah, some things I can change, but there's certain things in the world like beyond my power that I can't change right now. And so I have to focus on the things that I can actually do within what we're given. If that is even, I don't know why that came out, but somebody need to hear it.
No, I think that actually makes complete sense with the astrology. And I'll actually bring up the ingress chart. This is the chart for our astrological new year for the moment at 5:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that the sun ingressed into 0 degrees Aries. Did you being said?
I love that. Thank you. Money.
Oh my
That's
God.
actually hilarious. That's
so
our celebrity
money.
Couple's name.
Yeah, couple's name.
Money.
MUNNY.
Yeah,
That's
I love
so funny.
that. We can just change it to MONEY. That would be
Yeah,
great.
money. Oh my God. Yeah, so we're in the new year now, and kind of makes sense what you're saying, Sunny, because you know, we've got Saturn conjunct the North Node and Neptune. We're having one of the really big astrological transits of this year is the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. Neptune is about delays and challenge. So there will be challenge in some new things getting started. And it makes sense because this old world is still falling. We're not fully out of this old world yet. And also, if you look at the ingress chart, we've got Venus at detriment in Aries, Uranus at fall in Taurus, Jupiter at detriment in Gemini, Mars at fall in Mars, Pluto.
Mars at fall in what?
Mars at falls in Mars at fall in Cancer, and Pluto. You know, different astrologers say different things. Some people think Pluto is at fall in Aquarius. So 4 to 5 of the planets in places they really don't like to be.
Why doesn't Pluto like to be in Aquarius?
Some people don't consider Pluto to have a fall or a detriment sign. That's a little bit technical, but
what do you think?
I think Pluto is at fall in Aquarius.
Really? Why?
Because Pluto is exalted in Leo. So it's kind of, Pluto's kind of weird.
Opposite.
Really?
I think so. because Pluto is a sign of change and Aquarius isn't
Yeah.
afraid of change.
Yeah.
and
So
new
that's
things.
why it's weird. That's why some people don't agree with it.
It's exalted in Leo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that, but we can talk about that another
Yeah,
time.
we can talk about that.
I think it should be the opposite.
Yeah, but we'll just say for now that, Venus, Uranus, Jupiter, Mars,
Or at fall in Taurus.
all in places they don't like to be in, right? And
or would it be at detriment in Taurus because it's the opposite of
detriment.
Scorpio? Okay.
In Taurus, yeah. Yeah, Saturn at Pisces, Mercury and Venus retrograde, right? So we're actually under the influence of both of those retrogrades for the whole next astrological year. 2 interplanetary retrogrades.
I'm sorry. I'm not even listening to what you're saying. I'm so focused on this Pluto.
Okay, sorry.
At fall in Aquarius, but exalted in Leo.
Yeah.
Because that's bullshit to me, because it's like if Pluto is in Leo, it's like you're just not, it's not even hard, and Pluto's hard.
Right.
So why should it, I feel like it should be at fall in Leo, because if Pluto's in Leo, Pluto's not really like expressing its true nature or the true medicine of like how intense Pluto can actually be if it's just in Leo, because it's just like having fun and chilling and it doesn't really have to do anything or work for anything that hard.
Yeah.
So maybe that is like, is that like a fear-based?
Well, Pluto is about power.
Yeah.
And the most powerful thing
is the sun.
That's true.
Right.
And if you look at people, the Pluto and Leo generation, things just kind of work for them. It's very, very interesting. Okay. This we'll have to do a whole other video.
Because I'm for Pluto and I have a lot of Plutonic lessons every day, and that just doesn't sound. That just doesn't seem fair.
So that's why it's an argument in the astrology world. Okay. So we'll forget about that right now because we don't want to confuse.
Like it's
anybody.
not. It's a positive, but I feel like it's not as far as Pluto can go, which is like probably a lot of people don't want to go there, and that's why it's exalted in Leo, right? Which still, whatever, that's a cop out.
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpio, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's a very interesting ingress chart for sure. A lot of planets and places they don't like to be. Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, but it is, and the dispositor of the sun being in Aries is Mars at fall in Cancer. So there is an uncomfortableness
Mercury
about
doesn't
the year.
Like to be in Aries because it's too abrasive, or
no. Venus is at detriment in Aries. Mercury is kind of like neutral in Aries. Okay. Yeah, but it's important to pay attention to Mars because Mars is the ruler of Aries. The sun is in Aries, right? So Mars at fall in Cancer. So emotional, moody, people feeling.
It's kind of strange.
It's a very strange chart, but. Thank God.
Also, can fear be involved with the Mars in Cancer?
Oh yeah,
because so many things are changing. Like especially with Canadians, for example, who were looking at Donald Trump really positively, but now what's going on with the tariffs? They're not liking him at all.
Yeah.
I think that's just based on like the system that we had before and what was working for us, and now it's being shattered and it's like very uncertain, and everybody just wants everything to go back to normal.
Yeah.
Kind of like during the whole 2020 situation where everybody just wanted things to go back to normal, so they just fell in line because it was so uncomfortable. So I think that's what's happening now too. I don't necessarily think that Donald Trump is like a bad person for doing what he's doing. I understand why he's doing it from his perspective of his country, and we need someone, every country needs someone to do that for their own country, and then maybe there's a different way that you can create alliances where everyone's, their own cup is being filled without losing anything. I don't know how that works, but I could be completely wrong and stupid. I tried to say this to my Uber driver the other day, and he was like totally not having it. And then it was scary. So I was like, I just want to get to my destination. I don't want to be
just bring me to my destination.
Yeah,
sir. So very weird kind of chart. There's also the North Node almost exactly conjunct Neptune at home in Pisces at a critical anaretic degree. Saturn and Neptune getting close within a 6-degree orb. So starting next week, they'll be within a 5-degree orb. They'll be starting their strong conjunction.
People don't know what's real or not anymore.
Yeah, it's confusion. It's sensitive, but also with the moon being in Sagittarius trine Venus and Mercury, it's like, I feel like there can be big moon swings this year between feeling really hopeful and optimistic and positive, and then feeling like it might all fall apart and it's scary and tense. So, Sunny, could we pull some cards? Could we do a little card pull?
There's a lot going on here.
There is a lot going on.
What am I pulling cards
Well,
on?
maybe we should do more than one card pull.
Let's start with something soft, like a daily
Okay.
crystal inspiration card.
Okay.
The crystals, they speak.
The daily crystal inspiration oracle cards.
Let's see how far we can get with these.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the question?
Sounds good. So, what's our crystal guidance for the year, or do you want to be more
for
specific?
the year, for this new year,
For this
starting-
whole astrological year
Okay.
from March 20th, 2025, going until March 19th, 2026.
What is the crystal message of the year?
What is the crystal message of the year?
I'm gonna pull 3,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Of course.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we can't not show it. So we got Shungay, and it says detox your life. I've been getting this card a lot. Detox. It makes sense. Again, it's like the Tower card. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the Tower card again today.
Wow.
Really, again, also too, because the nodes are in the health axis.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, it's like spiritual detoxing, but also physical detoxing. Just getting rid of everything that does not serve you. I wanted to say too, like, with the everything being in Pisces there, and Pisces being, it can be a little bit confusing, but it can also be very like spiritually advanced.
Mhm.
It's like just regular people, day-to-day people, like they don't know what's real anymore, what's like, and there's so many news sources, and so many like big news is funded by elite billionaires. I
Yeah.
don't know what the proper word is for that. And then there's independent news, which some people who are watching the elite funded news are not taking seriously. So it's like picking and choosing, like it's like you can pick and choose what's real or not. And there's no like official source of like what's real. But with the North Node and on so many things being in Pisces, like the most important thing is following your internal compass and
Right.
feeling what's right for you. So, for example, you can listen to Meg every day. You can listen to another tarot reader every day. You can listen to whoever and take not that what Meg is saying or what everybody else is saying. I'm not trying to downplay you.
Yeah.
I'm just using this as an example. Not that what they're saying isn't like legit, but take it. I don't know if it's like at a grain of salt.
Yes, take it with a grain of salt.
Because you need to question everything.
Yeah.
And you need to feel it within your own entire being, because only you know what's right. Like if you know yourself, you know the universe. So people like we're not really trained in this society to do that, of course, because they just want us to follow along. They just want us to drink the fluoride. They just want us to
Mhm.
be poisoned by whatever the fuck's in the
I
food.
thought you were going to say Walt Disney.
Walt Disney World, exactly. That too.
Oh my God.
That too. Who the hell knows what's going on with that? That's some
Yeah.
weird shit too.
Yeah.
For example, like the pyramids, they're not pyramids, they're obelisks, and that's been confirmed today. And it's like, what news source is that on? I haven't seen it on like a confirmed news source. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know what news source that's confirmed on yet, because I don't look at that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, what are the regular people thinking? Are they like, that's confusing to them? Like, what the fuck? We're told that the pyramids were built by slaves with giant rocks. Like, are you kidding me? No. So
Right.
I don't know where I'm going with that, but just you need to really trust yourself and your own intuition and your own guidance. And just because somebody that you look up to or that you resonate with says something, it doesn't mean that like they know more than you, or it's like the end all be all.
Yeah.
And I was seeing that a lot because Meg is my best friend. It's funny, and I'm not trying to like shit talk anybody here, but I was seeing that a lot at the conference, is like how people react to Meg and like the people that they watch on YouTube, kind of putting them on like on a pedestal, like a little bit like a higher tier. And it's great to be inspired by somebody, but like we're all people and we're all on the
Yeah.
same journey, and like we're not better than you, or like yeah, that person that that you're inspired by is not better than you. So it's just kind of funny,
Yeah.
especially because I'm your best friend. I've been with you every day. So to see, not that you don't deserve the recognition that you're getting, of course, because you're an amazing astrologer and you're an amazing person and very talented in so many ways and inspirational in so many ways and a leader in so many ways. And you have the courage to share that. It's just funny how people like will treat you like you're not just like a human.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me
Yeah.
because but I've done it too. So, you know, like with musicians and stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I went off on a tangent there.
No, it makes sense.
I think part of the detoxing is also stepping into like believing in yourself and not looking to other people for all the answers, and to actually take responsibility for your own life and for what you want to create in your life, and follow what resonates with you, and don't be afraid to question everything. Even if you are an astrology follower too, if Meg's saying something about the astrology, it's good to look into like, okay, what does this actually mean? And like try to apply it to your life. Because sometimes I would listen to astrologers in the past and I'd be like, oh, okay, well, Jupiter's in freaking Gemini, so blah, blah, blah. It's like, let me actually look and figure out like what that actually means. And like just doing more research and like understanding it for yourself instead of just like repeating it.
Right. Makes sense. Hi, MJ.
Right.
Nice to see you. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Oh my God. So crazy. We got shungite, and we have shungite on the shop.
Yes, that's one of the crystal prescriptions for Libra. I also just put a shungite, Beyond Mystic shungite chip on my cell phone. And now my cell phone doesn't charge all the way, which is interesting. So I'm going to have to take it out of the case while it's charging. And yes, we're going to use these new tarot cards that MJ actually gifted me with at the conference. So that's funny.
Thank you, MJ.
Thank you. Okay, next card. Do you want me to do another crystal card?
You said you're going to do 3.
Yeah. We're still on that. I don't want to.
We're still on that horse train.
Okay.
Ooh. Is it?
I think we're psychic.
Why?
It's tourmaline in quartz, and it says get out of your own way.
Wow.
So taking responsibility for yourself, knowing that you're powerful enough. So the fact that you're really inspired by somebody and that you really resonate with somebody is just a mirror that shows you like your own strengths and your own gifts and reflects to you like what you have inside. And again, when you put somebody on a pedestal and you put someone above you, you can think, oh, like I can't do that. I don't know. Like a lot of people came up to the booth and said, oh, I don't have an intuition. I don't know. Can you help me? And I'm like, well, you're here and you got this far and you're noticing like all of these like weird misconceptions or not, I don't know if misconceptions are word, like illusions in society, and you got this far and you're at a Beyond Mystic conference. So I'm pretty sure you're intuitive. Pretty sure. And you're attracted to the crystal. So I'm pretty sure you're intuitive. It's like the overcomplicating of things and like the negative self-talk. So again, Virgo and Pisces, I think they're both on the health axis, but I think they can both have to do with like mental health as well, like Virgo and Pisces. Virgo, like very much like physical health and like interpersonal health, I think, even though Virgos need help with that sometimes. And Pisces more spiritual and emotional health, but then they both kind of teeter on mental health. So getting out of your own way. So everything is like, it's showing up in the crystal cards. It's like detoxing and believing in yourself and knowing that like you hold the key to the way forward. And when you have that discernment and when you're open to allowing your intuition to lead you or to your heart to guide you, you will find like the missing pieces to things.
Yes.
Okay, next one.
That's so cool. They're both black.
I don't know what I'm saying, by the way, you guys. Like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Because you're channeling.
I know, it's so weird. Okay. It's so weird. Like, I never know if anything I say makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. Is it going to be red?
No, it's green. Aquamarine. Ooh. And go with the flow, which makes a lot of sense too. So it's a lot of letting go. It's a lot of grounding. It's a lot of going within, which will require you to go with the flow too. As I was saying before, if you guys weren't here, I was saying that there's a lot of things happening outside of us, outside of our control, because the structure of society, finances, and political stuff and whatever is kind of falling apart and changing and being exposed. So you need to love yourself enough. You need to trust yourself enough. You need to be healthy enough. You need to be strong enough to be okay with not knowing what's going on and to go with the flow, because things can change day by day. As we've seen, for example, again, a lot of people are really upset about the tariffs and stuff. That happened. Like we weren't planning for that. That's something that we didn't plan for, that we couldn't plan for. And now we're kind of dealing with it. So we need to be okay with not knowing things outside of ourselves. And that's another thing too. Yeah, like there's so many things out of our control that all you have really is yourself, your integrity, your heart, like what you want to accomplish, responsibility for your own life, taking responsibility for your health, mental health, your relationships, how you want to communicate with people, how you want to show up for people, and what you want to accomplish. So you have to be open to go with the flow, because this year is kind of messy.
It's messy.
Yeah. It's a little bit messy.
Yeah.
And aquamarine is one of my favorite crystals too. And aquamarine is a stone of courage. So that's cool.
Cool.
Also, to like Pisces, go with the flow. There's so much Pisces stuff going on. So
definitely. Should we pull some tarot as well?
Sure.
For that? Interesting. And just to go back to the chart for a moment, I forgot to mention, this is a very magical astrological year as well. With this, I did mention the North Node Neptune conjunction, but that is something really, really special that we've been in the influence of since mid-January, when the North Node did ingress into Pisces, because Neptune is at home in Pisces. Pisces rules the spirit world, the soul, our higher selves, signs, synchronicities, everything magical. And the North Node is our destiny and our purpose. So it's like we are being auspiciously guided into our purpose and what serves us for our highest good. And yes, we can put the energy, and yes, we're in Aries season, even though we've got a Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde. Aries seasons is about moving forward in action, but things don't have to be forced this year because there's so much divine intervention. There's so much sign and synchronicity. So really pay attention, you guys, to, yes, there can be challenges and delays, okay, because we do have Saturn conjunct Neptune. Saturn-Neptune conjunction is going to be strong. We are under the influence of Mercury and Venus retrograde, this astrological New Year ingress chart. But when things are for your highest good, they will end up working out in the end. Let's say years and years and years go by. Oh, thank you so much, Chrissy, for the super chat. Love you. Let's say something just never fucking works after like years and years and years, or you've had this plan. Time to Pisces, let that shit go. So I'm also picking up, this will be a year of maybe that Mars and Cancer, because we got Mars and Cancer in the chart, sensitivity of, and I keep getting this message very strong lately, there will be goals, there will be dreams that we're going to have to let go. Things have not gone.
I'm not okay with that.
Things have not gone to the exact plan as we thought, because we were living in this whole world. But I feel Spirit saying that things are actually going to be even better than we could have possibly imagined.
I'm okay with that.
And there are dreams that will go to fruition, but it's like things aren't going to the plan as you've planned it so far.
If it's not meant for you, it's not going to happen.
If it's not meant for you, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And the things that are outside of ourselves, we have no control. So we have to go with the flow. And that's why, the most important thing, the thing that is most certain is yourself and your relationship with yourself. And I think that's the most important thing for everybody to remember this year is, what can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do for myself? Like just really connecting and deepening your relationship with the self and getting to know yourself, or mastering subjects or whatever, becoming a master of something that you're really passionate about. So not basing like your worth or whatever on outside circumstances that you have no control over. So don't base your worth on the things that you don't have control over. Take control of what you can. Yeah. And make yourself a better person that way, through health, through relationships, through spirituality, whatever that means.
Right. Totally.
I don't want to let go of certain dreams. There's certain dreams. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I was going to bring it up before, but I guess it will make more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm playing tarot cards. Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Same question, or so the energy of the year.
Yes.
Or what was the question? I don't even remember.
We said, what's our crystal guidance for the year?
Okay.
Maybe what tarot cards are supporting us this year?
Okay. You're writing your hit song. What do you need to be in that flow? Exactly. Okay, we need to write our hit songs. Or record our hit songs because we have hit songs already.
We do.
I actually had a dream about that the other day. Anyways, okay, whatever.
Pisces, the dreams.
I had a dream that I went back in time. Okay, let's not go there. Oh my god, I'm getting distracted now. Okay, so hold on. What is the tarot cards that are going to support us, or like what we need to learn from for this year? Okay.
What are our tarot allies?
Okay, I like
this
that.
Year?
That's not scary.
Yeah.
What are our tarot,
What's our
allies?
tarot allies?
Okay, for the year. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, MJ. Okay, so whatever, if these resonate, like this would be cool because if they do, you could actually take, if you have an extra deck or whatever deck, you could take the cards out and actually put them like on your altar or something every day if it's something specific that you need to learn from. So the tarot cards, like the energy that we need to harness that will actually help us through this year. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I shuffled for a long time. Oh, shit.
What's that?
Okay. Wow.
Ooh.
This is so funny. Okay.
Interesting.
Don't trust everything you hear, because although things are changing and things are moving forward for us, like spiritually and in the truther movement and all that, there's a lot of BSers. And also, again, with the news, there's independent news, and then there's like also news that's kind of aligning with what we believe in the official news. So it's kind of like, again, trust yourself and discern with your own eye, or see with your own discernment, question everything, and don't trust everything that you hear, and don't trust everything that you read right away. You know, like just wait. Like we can be supportive of people. Like I'm supportive of Donald Trump. There are some things that I question about him. He's a politician. He's in politics. That's sketchy. I don't trust that.
Yeah.
So even though a lot of things, like this is just an example, look good, there could be some weird shit that we don't know about too. And so it's like, or with the tariffs, like people are freaking out about the tariffs and then it's a bad thing. It's like, okay, it seems scary right now, but maybe in the bigger picture, it's actually going to be a good thing, or it will turn out to be a good thing because it's helping change the political structure and the financial structure of nations. So again, discernment, don't trust everybody. And there are people that are looking to sabotage as well.
What card is this, Sunny? Sorry to interrupt you.
This is the Seven of Swords. So this is like somebody lying to you, betraying you, going behind your back. Cheating. It could be like people trying to cheat the system. So again, I feel like this is going to be exposed. But again, it's really, really important to question everything and not trust everybody, even people that you look up to. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's like we need to have that, because Pisces is a little bit crazy and there's a lot of stuff going on in Pisces. Yes. And the Wheel of Fortune is reversed because we don't know what the hell is going on. And right now, in the long, it's so weird. In the long run of things, I believe that we all have a written fate that we will all fulfill, but it kind of seems like we don't know what that fate is right now, because there's so many things out of our control and so many things that are changing and so many things that we are realizing and so many revelations that are happening, that this is kind of like, what's the word? It's like a karmic
loop, karmic turnaround.
Yeah, there's like a lot, like a karmic cleanup or something. Like a lot of karma is being dealt with this year. So our fortune is kind of like, we don't know where our fortune lies. So that's why, again, the fortune right now this year lies within what you do. So don't give your power to outside sources. What can you do? What can you do to like correct your fate or to clear your karma? You know, like don't fall into the karmic loop of the outer world that you don't have anything to do with. Like it's not my fault that there's like baby eating freaks like that are in a weird secret society. I didn't contribute to that, but but maybe I did subconsciously in certain moments where I'm not by choice, but I hear some music like on the radio with a certain frequency that, you know, this is like getting really like weird and Aquarian, but maybe
God.
like subconsciously we've contributed to this shit. And again, there's also predictive programming and what's it called when they do it in the open so
The
that you can see
frequency. Oh, in plain sight.
yeah, in plain sight. Like we've all kind of subconsciously accepted that. So that's kind of like what's playing out right now because we've all kind of birthed that unconsciously. But now that we're conscious of it, it is up to us to make the choices to, you know, detox our life. Detox our life.
Wow.
So I know that might seem crazy, but like we
take accountability for, sorry to interject there, but in every aspect, what you are feeding, the music you're listening to, the movies that you're watching, the food you're eating, the clothing, like literally everything. And are you supporting these parasitic people and systems?
Yeah.
Or are you not?
Yeah. And that can be hard. And also everybody has the different values too, which is a lot as well.
Yeah.
And there's only so much that we can do that's in our control. So intention's a really big thing too. So I would also focus on maybe prayer, which
North Node in Pisces.
I haven't been practicing prayer enough. So I would like to do that. And then, you know, you never know like what that will lead you towards. We got the Hierophant, which is all about prayer and traditions and your like spiritual connection or your religious connection. So focusing on prayer and your spirit, everything is just like kind of repeating itself. Everything's up in the air. We don't have control over the things that are outside of ourselves. We have control over the things within ourselves, which is our spiritual, mental, physical health and how we show up in our day-to-day life with other people, how we show up in our relationships, how we communicate in relationships, how we express ourselves in relationships, how we heal through relationships. So I feel like a lot of people's personal relationships with like family members and like friends are actually getting closer and stronger and more bonded because we're realizing like how much is out of our control and how much that we pay attention to things that don't actually matter and how we've put things that are important, like our closest relationships, on the back burner sometimes. If that makes sense. It's all about becoming more spiritually aware and more responsible and more disciplined. So I know it's like, sounds crazy. It's like, oh, if you go into the store and you hear like a Lady Gaga song on, what are you going to do? You're going to walk out of the store. That might be a little bit crazy or a little bit extreme, but like, I feel like everything is so extreme right now. Like there's no choice.
It's like going, I don't feed this bike.
Yeah. Which is weird too, because especially for Scorpios, because like I'm very curious. Like I know you were watching like that Lady Gaga video the other day, and it's so weird because she was in my dream last night. So I'm like, her evil energy is like infiltrating my dream. I have her blocked on like everything too, and like still I'll see her face on things, and I'm like, I don't want to see this.
That's
because I feel like a very evil energy coming from that person. Very dark, and it's sad because I don't know if she was born like that or whatever, but like definitely something really wrong with her. Yeah, but. That goes for every celebrity. Honestly, probably a lot of these kids were bred and put into like CIA military schools underground and were like MK Ultra'd and put into these positions to be this thing, which is really scary.
Read Annika Lucas's books. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they wanted to groom her to be the next hot singer.
That's
like it's all crazy. Fucked up. Yeah.
I don't think every like, I don't know if it's A-list, but I don't think every like successful musician or actor is like that. But if you're at like the top of the top, I think that
the tip top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think everybody in Hollywood is crazy. I think a lot of them maybe have been exposed to crazy things and maybe they chose to step back or to not be a part of it. And that's why they're kind of like exiled or like they're looked at as crazy now. But yeah. There's different tiers. It's like everything. It's like darkness. There's darkness and then there's evil. Yeah. Like just because something's dark doesn't mean it's evil. We were talking about that the other day. I don't know if that applies, but.
And interesting that it's two major arcanas, like two of the big cards, two major arcanas.
So if you wanted to use this as an archetype for the year, you could you don't have to have it upside down. You could have it that way with the intention of like taking responsibility and having like is it karmic retribution the word that's happening? Like karma is doing its thing.
Retribution.
So
karma's doing its thing.
We're gonna put it upright so that we can persevere through that karmic retribution and not let it like take us down or take us out, so that fortune will be on our side moving forward. This you can use not to bring in the energy of a betrayal or cheating, but the expose or the protection against somebody. So even an evil eye would be a good thing. Like I've been wearing or working with obsidian a lot lately, and it's not something that I've been like really attracted to through my years of crystal practice, but I can really feel how obsidian is like protective against like the dark entities, and it absorbs negative entities, and it also like reflects back to you. So if you're sending something to me, it's like the evil eye. It's like, no, that's going right back to you. Yeah. So obsidian or an evil eye. And then this is just connecting to your higher self, your spirituality, what's important to you, your own traditions that you grew up with, like really like a grounding a little bit too.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That makes total sense.
Yeah, we're paying karmic debt as a collective right now, I feel. And that's why everything's so fucked up and nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And we didn't mean to contribute to it, but because a lot of us we weren't schooled on how to, read between the lines or understand like alchemical symbols or hermetic symbology and like occult stuff. We weren't taught that kind of stuff. So it's like we're taking it into our own hands, and with the help of other people online who can see and read through all these symbols to kind of figure out, we're being put under a freaking huge spell right now. And unfortunately, subconsciously and on a higher level through soul contract, we agreed to this. So there's some reason that we're all here right now. So yeah, we are paying a karmic debt, even though in our hearts, like, we didn't mean to.
Yes. Yes. That's wild and crazy also that we're starting this astrological new year with, as you said, Sunny, a huge discovery of what's been really going on with the pyramids. This is from Greg Reese, a video he made. SAR scan of Khafra pyramid shows huge underground structures. This is a almost 5-minute video, you guys, but very important. Let's watch this together. Wild stuff just discovered. Let me know if you can hear it.
Corrado Malanga from the University of Pisa and Filippo Biondi, involved in radar and remote sensing research with the University of Strathclyde, published peer-reviewed research in 2022 via MDPI entitled Synthetic Aperture Radar Doppler Tomography reveals details of undiscovered high-resolution internal structure of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Their research was conducted using SAR data, synthetic aperture radar, along with proprietary software developed by Filippo Biondi that transforms the radar signals into phononic information, which allows for the detection of millimetric vibrations. This cutting-edge technology is capable of revealing underground structures invisible to traditional methods, and revealed internal structures never seen before. Having established their expertise in using SAR to explore pyramid structures non-invasively, a recent press release on their current project was released last Saturday. This March 15th press release summarized the key findings in the team's research of the second largest pyramid of the Giza Plateau, known as the Khafra Pyramid. And what they found was astonishing. The analysis of dozens of tomographic SAR images obtained from different angles enabled the 3D reconstruction of inside the pyramid of Khafra and deep beneath the surface of the plateau. Near the base of the pyramid, 5 identical structures are seen, connected by geometric pathways. Inside each of these are 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof. Below these 5 structures are 8 cylindrical structures, which appear to be vertical wells, hollow inside, and surrounded by descending spiral pathways. These 8 vertically aligned cylindrical structures, arranged in 2 parallel rows from north to south, descend to a depth of 648 meters, where they all merge into 2 large cubic structures, measuring approximately 80 meters per side. The entire structure extends approximately 2 kilometers beneath the surface, and extends beneath all 3 pyramids of the Giza Plateau complex. Mainstream Egyptology tells us that the Giza pyramids were tombs for pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, and that they were built around 2500 BC using ramps, sledges, and levers. But the redundant mathematics in their construction, which include pi, the golden ratio, and the speed of light, along with the testimony of today's expert architects, suggests that the official story does not hold up. The massive underground structure revealed by the recent SAR data shows what appears to be a mechanical or functional system, and this has been hypothesized in the past. Nikola Tesla believed that the pyramids could harness Earth's natural frequencies. This arguably inspired his experiments in wireless energy transmission and scalar waves. In the Giza power plant, Christopher Dunn argued that the Great Pyramid was a power-generating machine using resonant and acoustic forces to convert mechanical stress into electricity. In the Giza Death Star, Joseph Farrell proposed that the Great Pyramid of Giza was a weapon of mass destruction using a type of physics that he calls paleophysics to focus energy as a scalar weapon. The cylindrical wells could be conduits for energy or sound waves, and the cubic structures might serve as energy storage or stabilization units, akin to components in a large-scale weapon or generator. And the detection of vibrations in the pyramid's internal structures reflects all of these ideas. The Khafre project hopes to plan an excavation in order to discover more about this underground structure, but history shows that this will be very difficult to get approval for. Greg Reese reporting.
Like, they obviously had electricity, I'm sorry, but there's hieroglyphs of batteries, there's hieroglyphs of airplanes and UFOs and like blimps and shit.
Yeah.
And also they made all that stuff like geometrically like correct, and I mean, I don't know.
Oh my God. I had some other things I wanted to bring up, but I just feel like it feels right to kind of leave it at that for today's video of what, and a lot of us already knew, okay, there's definitely things under the pyramids. There's definitely things we're going to discover, but to actually see those pillars and how big they are and the spirals, and it's been confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just the start of the astrological year. I feel like there's a lot more to be discovered, revealed, and it's going to be a mind fuck.
This is what I was talking about too with the sleepies or whatever. Like, are they going to look at that and ignore it and pretend that it's not real? Or are they going to be like, oh shit? Are they going to start questioning everything again?
Yeah.
Am I going to be less crazy for not believing everything the history books tell us?
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a process. Thank you so much, MJ, for the super chat. Thank you guys for your support. I feel like it's going to be a process of some people might wake up from that right away, and then some sleepies might totally.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No, you've been teaching kids in school for like, I don't know, since the 1930s or something that pyramids were built by slaves. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Can we go deeper into each of these theories? Like, there's no way that you can talk about, like, there's no, like, why can't we just say that they're theories? Like, people grow up believing the shit is real. Like the Big Bang Theory, the dinosaur theory, the freaking slave theory. They're all fucking theories. Yeah. So if they're a theory, why are people walking around and acting as if it's fact? Like, that's my issue.
Right.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have access to old enough books or ancient books to actually like, what's the word? Say I can't find the word. Confirm. Yeah, confirm that half of this shit's even true.
Mm-hmm.
And where is the information coming from? And who made the textbooks?
We want the documents.
Yeah.
Give me the documents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow, you guys, this is going to be exciting, super exciting astrological year. We're going to go celebrate with our husbands. We're going to go. We're going to go have some New Year fajitas and drinks, and we got candles. We're going to set our intentions. We're going to do a little New
Cedar
Year
and amber, I think they were. They smell
ceremony.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're sending so much cosmic love your way. Remember to go check out our new Cosmic Alignment Astro e-calendar.
Starting today. Don't be late.
Starts today. Also check out our crystal prescriptions for this astrological year, all at thescorplingshop.com. Link is in the description box below. Any closing remarks? Closing words?
Love you. Thank you. See you next time.
Love you all. See you soon.
Open your third eye.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.